available at the table up front for those who are here. Our school places great emphasis on student achievement and the student experience. We will therefore start our program today by having the audience experience our students' a cappella choir, the Chromatic Scalers, who will present their rendition of the Star Spangled Banner. Please rise.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Thank you, Scalers. That was terrific, but no, we cannot count this as extra credit. I would now like to introduce Rebecca Chakrupka, Executive Vice President of the Touro College and University System, to deliver the invitation. Avinu Shabbat our Heavenly Father, bless all those who have assembled here today to celebrate the official grand opening of the Touro College of Dental Medicine here at New York Medical College. We gather today to begin a new chapter in Touro's illustrious history. The Touro College and University System was established to perpetuate the Jewish heritage and to serve humanity. Dear God, today we add another outstanding Touro school to our vibrant university system, a school poised to educate health professionals and to serve and heal your greatest creation, humanity. Dear God, may you bless this new school. Today we witness the culmination of intense research, of incredible dedication and hard work. Today we see the results when one has the tenacity to pursue an audacious vision, and as we celebrate a glorious and successful culmination. This College of Dental Medicine will bolster dental education and improve access to oral health care throughout New York's Hudson Valley region and beyond. It will add yet another dimension within the Touro College and University system to create a better and healthier place for all. As we gather here this afternoon, we ask for your divine guidance and blessing for our administration, faculty, and students, men and women of good faith, faith in our collective ability to achieve excellence and impart knowledge, faith in our ability to serve, strengthen, and improve your world, dear God, with its rich diversity and ever-increasing potential for good. Grant us the wisdom, resolve, and fortitude to educate, to inspire, and to lead. Baruch shehechiyanu v'kiyamanu v'higiyanu lazman hazeh. Blessed are you, O God, who has given us life and has sustained us and has brought us to this magnificent moment. Amen. Thank you, Reverend Kirkland.
My name is Edward Farkas, and I am the Senior Associate Dean of Clinical Affairs and the Chairman of Dentistry. Today, we celebrate the grand opening of the first new dental school in the state of New York in nearly 50 years, and the first one ever under Jewish auspices outside of the state of Israel. We are thankful to many of you who have been with us every step of the way in making this day a reality. Thank you. This school is the culmination of a dream our founder, Dr. Bernard Lander, of blessed memory, first had many years ago. It is through the vision and fortitude of our president, Dr. Kadish, that it has come to fruition. Thank you, Dr. Kadish. The matriculation of our first class of 112 students last July is a tribute to the hard work and dedication of the Touro leadership and the entire Touro New York Medical College faculty and staff. Thank you to them as well. I personally am blessed to have participated in its founding, and I am privileged to have a hand in guiding it as it moves forward. At the Touro College of Dental Medicine, we are preparing our students for the practice of dentistry in the year 2030 and beyond. Dentists in the audience who tour our magnificent facility will instantly recognize the depth of commitment we have made in making sure that our students have all the tools necessary for them to thrive and succeed in the real-world practice of the profession I love. The rest of you will have to take my word for it. U.S. News & World Report's 2016 survey of best professions in America has dentistry at the top of its list. Dentists are leaders in their community, leaders in Congress, and leaders in public health policy. This is even before we have graduated our first class. And dental practice is currently undergoing a period of great transition. The invention and implementation of new digital dental technologies has spread throughout the profession. Dentists can evaluate, treat, and restore patients with machines, methods, and materials that simply did not exist 15 years ago. We can do this with greater precision, greater quality, and less cost. And many of us remember being told in dental school that the late 1950s to late 1960s were the golden age of dentistry, when dentistry as a profession had reached its high water mark and had peaked. As we stand here today, it is quite obvious to me that this is not the case. As long as we work hard to reinforce the profession by attracting the finest students, training them to the highest caliber, and continuing to support them after graduation, the golden age of dentistry will continue. Finally, in a couple of days, the high holy days of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur will be upon us. Traditionally, these days are periods of prayer, renewal, and hope for our future. We stand here today and ask you to join us in expressing those same sentiments for our university and its new dental school. Thank you. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge Dr. Mark Haston, the chairman of our board of Touro College and University System, of being here. And I also like to take this time to acknowledge some of our distinguished guests. We are happy to have New York State Senator Terrence Murphy here. New York State Senator Andrew Stewart Cousins. New York State Assembly Member Tom Abenante. New York State Assembly Member David Buchwald. Westchester County Executive Rob Estorino. Deputy County Executive Kevin Plunkett. Westchester Board of Legislatures Chair Michael Kaplowitz. Westchester County Legislator Margaret Canizio. Westchester County Legislator Mary Jane Shimsky. Representing our Governor Andrew Cuomo is Charles Lesnick. Congresswoman Nita Lowey is Pat Keegan, who is the district director. And Westchester County Chief of Staff to the County Executive, George Gross. Westchester County Director of Economic Development, Bill Mooney III. Westchester County Health Commissioner, Dr. Shalita Ambler. Hudson Valley Economic Development Corporation, Lawrence Gottlieb. Business Council of Westchester President, Dr. Marsha Gordon. Westchester Expo Council Chair, Robert F. Weinberg. And Biotech Leader, Les Newman, President of CANNY. A lot of people, but it takes a lot to build a dental school. It is now my honor to introduce Dr. Jay Goldsmith, founding dean of the Touro College of Dental Medicine. Dr. Goldsmith brings a wealth of academic and clinical experience to our school, and we are fortunate to have him as our leader. Dr. Goldsmith was formerly an associate professor, program director, and deputy chief of dental medicine at Metropolitan Hospital Center. He is a leading oral and maxillofacial surgeon with more than 50 years of experience. Dr. Goldsmith is an exceptional role model for our students. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Jay Goldsmith.
Thank you, Ed. This is definitely awesome, standing here and looking at this. I'll talk a little on the quick side so that we don't take so much time. I do want to acknowledge our associate deans, Ed Farkas, you just heard from. You heard earlier from Ronnie Myers, and you heard from Solomon Amar, and it is the four of us that compose the leadership team. I also would like to mention to you that Touro College of Dental Medicine has a board of overseers that has been meeting for guidance, and the individuals involved are myself, Ed Farkas, Ronnie Myers, Evan Chaffetz, Gerald Friedman, Joseph Fink, Jeffrey Gutman, John Callis, Jacob Katz, Harry Sachs, Ira Grosser, and Alan Kadish. And speaking of Alan Kadish, it is my pleasure to introduce him, even though I know many of you know him, and so I will keep it short. He is a physician, as many of you know, and a cardiologist. He's president of Touro College and University System. He is without question a visionary who propelled us forward to establish the 5th dental school in the state of New York and the 66th dental school in the United States. I just have to tell you, this is no mean accomplishment. It's really an enormous accomplishment, and most of it goes to Alan. I think that's all I'm to say right now. So, Dr. Kadish.
Thank you very much, Jay. Before I introduce Senator Murphy, I just wanted to mention one thing. In discussing the controversy regarding the Star-Spangled Banner, a couple of weeks ago, the New York Times mentioned that one of the reasons people are talking about changing the Star-Spangled Banner is that it's very hard to sing. And I think what we've seen today is that if you've got the right talent, it's not hard to sing at all. It's now our pleasure to introduce a friend of the school and all of us, Senator Terrence Murphy. Senator Murphy, please come forward. He represents New York State Senate's 40th District, which includes portions of Westchester, Putnam, and Dutchess counties, and in particular, our campus here at New York Medical College. First elected only 2 years ago, Senator Murphy has shown great interest in the college from day one. He has visited our campus numerous times, listened and learned about our needs, and help support our growing educational enterprise. As our senator, he's been a champion for important causes of mutual interest, from Narcan training to combat the scourge of opiate epidemics and addiction, to veterans health care, to economic development in our region, and the care and protection of children. As chair of the Senate Task Force on Heroin and Opiate Addiction, Senator Murphy is deeply involved in fighting the drug crisis that has enveloped some of our communities. We sincerely appreciate the time and effort Senator Murphy has placed in helping New York Medical College. And so, on behalf of our students, faculty, administration, and guests, I want to present him with a ceremonial plaque recognizing his contributions. I have the right one here. And it reads, "In grateful appreciation of your strong and unfailing support and your dedication to improving oral health in our communities, grand opening ceremony, September 28, 2016. Thank you, Senator Murphy.
Thank you, Doc. First of all, this is an absolute honor and a privilege to be here today. It truly, truly is. Dr. Kadish, Dr. Goldsmith, Dr. Ambler, to take the risk and do what you're doing in New York State, we all thank you. We all thank you from the bottom of my heart, because this is just the right thing for our community and our state. You had the vision. Look at your 112 proud students over there. You guys are in great, great hands here. To be able to be the first class to come through this prestigious institution here, it has got to be an honor and a privilege for you guys too. Knowing that we could all, and we amongst my colleagues right here, that we could all have a little part in doing the right thing right here for our community, for New York State, it's really a no-brainer, to be quite honest with you. But you guys have the vision. You've had the vision, and look it. It is off to a great, great start. You have my support 1,000,000%. To know that this is the first dental school in close to 50 years in New York State. And they took the leap to be able to try and do something like this. God bless. God bless, because it was not an easy task, and it's still not going to be. So with the continued support of our fellow colleagues, myself, and your county executive, we are here to support this 1,000,000%. Because you know what? It is the right thing to do. And you have had the vision to do this, and it is just one of those things in life, and I've talked to a fellow colleague of mine that some of our underprivileged people that live around here, to have an open clinic that you plan on doing. And I know this just personally, being a little bit in the health field, is that when you can change a little kid's smile, you change the entire physiology of that person, putting a smile on their face, lifting their self-esteem, and making them want to go out there instead of talking around with their hand over their mouth. What you're doing here, you're absolutely incredible laboratory up there. Please go visit, because it is state-of-the-art. I put it up against any dental school in the United States of America, not only New York State, because what I've seen that Dr. Farkas showed me this morning was just absolutely phenomenal. 3D imagery, putting caps on, but yet there's a nucleus where the administrator can see all the different students that are working at it, and to know to come over and say, hey, listen, it needs to go that way, or to turn the 3D imagery into a different angle. It is really, really state-of-the-art. Doc, this is just as over the top, but you have my support. This is just a great thing for New York State. It's a great thing for the 40th Senate District. It's a great thing for Westchester County. thank you for taking the risk and having the innovation. God bless.
Thank you, Senator Murphy. New York State Assembly member Tom Abenante represents us here in the 92nd Assembly District, which includes Greenberg and Mount Pleasant. A former county legislator, Tom has been active in public policy in Westchester and has held several elected offices since moving here more than 40 years ago. His advocacy for public health issues such as clean water, open spaces, and services for children with special needs have strengthened our partnership over the years. You may have noticed his most recent enhancement to our campus, the sparkling new green and white highway signs with the cap and ground silhouette. We thank you for that. It's very important. Helping you and thousands of others find their way to our growing campus. We appreciate his joining us here this afternoon, and we invite Assembly Member Tom Abenante to say a few words.
Good afternoon. First up, I had a long speech, but I donated my time to the senator, and I said, you can take the time, I'll just come over and say hello. Cooperation, you see, that's the... I commend you for your vision. I don't know how you figured out in advance that it was going to rain, so you put up a tent. Although I don't know if your vision is big enough, because there are some people who are standing outside. But I do welcome the staff and the students at Touro to our community. The School of Dentistry will improve the dental health of our community by producing more good doctors, dental research, and partnerships with our community organizations. The last time I was here with you, we've discussed what it was like when the campus was first being developed, and how the county executive back then, many years ago, looked and said, the best way to make our hospital into a world-class hospital is to have a world-class medical school attached to it. And this is another step towards your moving even further beyond the dreams that we ever had. So I commend you, and I thank you. You're an important part of Westchester County, and you're an important part of our community.
Rob Astorino is currently serving his second four-year term as Westchester County Executive. A lifelong resident of Westchester, Rob began his public service career at the age of 21 when he was first elected to the Mount Pleasant Board of Education. From there, he went on to serve for 12 years as a town councilman before his subsequent election to the county legislature, and most recently to the office of county executive. Rob and his deputy Kevin Plunkett have offered extraordinary support to New York Medical College and the Touro College and University system as we have developed and improved our campus and facilities. Both have recognized the riches of our educational contributions and the economic impact that our expanded programs bring to Westchester and the Hudson Valley. Because of this successful partnership, our campus functions more efficiently and truly looks amazing. Rob's background in education and his solidarity with our mission make him a valued supporter and friend. Rob is here today to share a few words with us.
Well, first off, let the record show that I brushed and flossed before I came here. I really, like other people, let's be honest, I don't like to go to the dentist. But I love going to the opening of a dental school. So welcome and congratulations. We are extraordinarily proud of this day. This is really one of those days that future generations can look back and said there were people along the way that had the foresight to do something that hadn't been done in a long time that was very needed. And this campus here is special. And now that we have 112 students from all over, I was speaking to some of them before, that are part of our community, we just wanted to give a collective big hello to all of you. Welcome to Westchester. For those of you who are not from here, I know most of you are not, or many of you are not. And our small businesses in Hawthorne and Valhalla, like our delis, can't wait to meet you. So thank you for choosing dentistry. It is so needed, and we're glad that you chose to do that here in Westchester County. So Dr. Halpern, Dr. Kadish, and to the entire team, thank you for your foresight, for seeing it through. And as Senator Murphy said, he pledged 1,000,000%. We're going to pledge 1,000,000,000%. So whatever you need. Thank you and welcome.
Well, I'm glad you're not all getting soaking wet at least. This is, as we've all said, this is one of these truly historic moments and historic day. I just want to again, even though it's been mentioned once or twice, we're really here for all these people in dark blue. This is what it's really about. This is our first year class, 112 students. I applaud them. They've been putting up with us, especially because of construction and so on, but I think that I know they're enjoying it, and I just would like a big round of applause for all of us. And to tell you how happy we are that the school is open, that it is fully accredited, and that you're all here. And it also gives me pleasure now to introduce to you the regional representative for Westchester and Rockland Counties, Office of the Governor, Andrew M. Cuomo, Chuck Lesnick.
Thank you, Jay. I get to represent the governor at a lot of different places, but it's a unique pleasure to be standing in front of the building that my wife actually works on, the second floor. She's a gastroenterologist. And she was actually first trained in biology by Dr. Goldsmith's wife, Marge, who's sitting right there, who's a biology teacher at Hunter College High School. Where she trained such luminaries like Elena Kagan and Lin-Manuel Miranda and others. I'm not going to sing like Lin-Manuel Miranda or the choir here, although I do know that if the Senate leader, Andre Stewart Cousins, was singing, she'd be pitch perfect. I've heard her. But I do want to sing praises from the governor, who sends this letter. It's a pleasure to send greetings to all those who are gathered for the ribbon-cutting and grand opening of the Touro College of Dental Medicine. Recognizing the importance of good dental health, we gratefully acknowledge the vital presence of state-of-the-art dental training facilities here in New York. Touro College of Dental Medicine, a member of Touro College and University System at New York Medical College, is New York's first dental school to open in 50 years and only the 66th to open in the entire United States. Touro is well known for excellence in practicing medicine with a focus on public health and serving local and often underserved communities, and is expected to graduate 440 new dentists when it reaches full enrollment by 2019. On this special occasion, on behalf of all New Yorkers, I congratulate everyone who has worked with the vision and determination to see this important project take off, for it will make a tremendous difference in the life of the Mid-Hudson region, where affordable dental care is in short supply. Not only will the college create hundreds of jobs, but it will provide excellent dental care options while training a new generation of dentists as the aging workforce retires. With warmest regards, best wishes for an enjoyable ceremony, much success. Sincerely, Andrew M. Cuomo. And one more shout out. I'm going to get in trouble with the family, but my cousin Patty Sullivan, your provost, is an excellent former dean of Touro Law School. Good to see her here too.
Oh, it's a small world. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Carol Gomez Summerhays. Dr. Summerhays is the president of the American Dental Association. And I want to just tell you just a little bit about her. She was in general practice. She's from San Diego. She's a graduate of USC. She attended dental school on a full Armed Forces Health Professions scholarship. She spent 4 years on active duty in the United States Navy. She was in private practice from 1982. And most importantly, she is the 152nd President of the American Dental Association. And we would like to give her a plaque memorializing today. If I can lift it up, and it says, in grateful appreciation of your strong and continuous support and dedication to improving oral health in our communities. Grand opening ceremony, Touro College of Dental Medicine at New York Medical College, 28 September 2016.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. I am thrilled to be able to be here and bring greetings to you on behalf of the American Dental Association and your 159,000 colleagues across the country. It truly is an honor to be here at the grand opening of the nation's newest dental school and to welcome the inaugural class of dental students here. Thank you so much to Dean Goldsmith for the invitation. It truly is a milestone, as you've heard earlier. Excellence in dental education is essential for the future of our profession, and Touro's state-of-the-art facilities and the fact that it's the first dental school to open here in New York for over 50 years is truly a program to watch. Innovation and research are critical and cornerstones to quality care, and Touro is truly setting the bar high, so I really look forward to seeing your progress in the future. And I can't imagine how wonderful it is to have a vision and take that vision from reality and create it from the ground up. And so, to the students, you are truly in an amazing place to be for the next 4 years. So congratulations to all of you, and you are all very musically talented as well. So you've made a great choice in choosing to study dentistry, and I am so happy to be here to welcome you to the profession because it's dynamic, and what we heard earlier today was carpe diem, to seize the day, and I hope that you will make your lives extraordinary. It's a wonderful profession. You will change the lives of many people as you improve oral health. You'll change the lives of people in the communities, and so I am very thrilled to be here and to congratulate everyone involved in building this new dental school and making it a great vision. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Carol. And it means a lot to us that you were able to come by and celebrate this day with us. And speaking of celebrations, Dr. Edward C. Halpern is the Chancellor, Chief Executive Officer, New York Medical College, and it's my pleasure to ask him to give us some closing remarks. Jennifer Riker, thanks for a nice party. Now, I recognize that many of you must be deeply disappointed that I'm speaking because you wanted another elected official to stand up and say that they pledge a gazillion percent support, a gazillion 1% support, infinity percent support. I would love to hear that. I certainly want to echo Assemblyman Avenatti's remark. Welcome to Touro and New York Medical College, where no matter what the political season is, we have a really big tent. Most reverend members of the clergy, officers of the government, members of the Board of Trustees of this college and its officers, faculty, students, and friends. There's something serious I want to talk with you about. I've been to 3 funerals in the last 2 weeks. That of a 36-year-old, a 63-year-old, and a 65-year-old.
I gave one of the eulogies at one of them for my best friend on Sunday in San Francisco. When you go to that many funerals of young people, it focuses one's mind in a way nothing else quite does. What are we doing? What am I doing? Is it worthwhile? Does it matter to me? Does it matter to anyone else? Why am I worried about what I'm worried about? Does it really matter? Particularly in the midst of this particularly rancorous political season with so much background noise, sometimes it's hard to focus on what really matters. For those of us standing here this afternoon who have poured so much personal time and organizational treasure into this effort to create a new dental school, and for those of you who are the new faculty and students of this school, and for the secular and academic politicians who are here, when you consider the finite time we all have on this earth, is this dental school going to be worth it? Well, it's all about what the previous speakers said, isn't it? It's about foresight and vision. If 1 or 2 or 20 generations from now there are fewer children with developmental disabilities related to untreated and uncorrected disease of the oral cavity, it will be worth it. If 1 or 2 or 20 generations from now there will be fewer people dying of cardiovascular disease related to chronic gum inflammation or dying of advanced squamous cell carcinoma of the oral cavity, which could have been identified by a proper oral examination, it will have been worth it. If our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren live happier and more productive lives because of the avoidance of the pain and disability of dental disease, it will have been worth it. But we here can't be sure because we really don't know what will happen. But the founders of the College of William and Mary 400 years ago didn't know if their graduates would contribute to the creation of American democracy. When they started the school, the founders of the University of Toronto didn't know that their faculty would one day discover insulin. The founders of the Columbia University School of Law didn't know that one day they would graduate Benjamin Cardoza. And Bernard Lander didn't know when he founded Touro College that one day there would be a Touro College of Dental Medicine at New York Medical College. And therefore, I wish to assert that trying to create and predict the future through an investment in higher education is a fundamentally hopeful act. It is the fundamentally hopeful act. It justifies getting up in the morning and doing what we do in education. It justifies the efforts of the students to learn dentistry and the faculty to teach them. And after attending 3 funerals in 2 weeks, it makes me think that what is being created here is worth all the effort, because when our efforts on this earth are measured, we have done something very important for this generation and for future generations in the creation of this dental school. I want to bookend the comments of Dr. Farkas and Rabbi Krupka. It's the first new dental school in a half a century in the state of New York. It's the first dental school at a university under Jewish auspices outside the state of Israel in the history of the planet Earth. We've created something very unique here. It is worth repeating Rabbi Krupka's words, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shechianu v'kiyimanu v'higianu lazman hazeh. Blessed art thou, O you Lord our God, King of the universe, who granted us all life, sustained us, and enabled us all to reach this occasion. Let's go cut a ribbon. Let's go take some tours to see what we built. Let's go raise a glass and celebrate. My friends, great things are happening here on the campus of New York Medical College and Touro College in Westchester County in the state of New York.
We get one shot, so everyone take photos, and then we're gonna cut. Okay, go. Look up at the camera. Ready? Okay, on the count of 3, we're gonna cut the ribbon. Ready? 1,